What a great feeling to be free.
What was your role in this major financial fraud? Can you tell us exactly how it happened? Convention from leniency, resistance from severity. If you can actively cooperate with our investigation, may be able to give you an appropriate reduction in sentence.
About 5 years ago, our industry started to decline, and we subsequently suffered a decline in performance. Seeing that it was about to fail to meet Wall Street expectations, the chief accountant, Miss White, called me into her office one day. Hello, Miss White. What can I do for you?
Come here, Beverly. The task assigned above, let's beautify the profit a little bit. You can go and see if we have any accounts that can be adjusted.
But we will report financial results for the quarter within a few days.
I know. No matter what, you have to think of a way and give a plan to me before tonight.
That's not right, I know. My thoughts were gone as soon as I received such an assignment, and I immediately prepared a resignation letter, but Mom?
Beverly, we got a notice from the hospital that the doctor said your sister's condition has worsened again. We've tried to raise all the money we can, but it's still not enough. Beverly, can you still borrow some from your friends?
Under that pressure, I gave in. Instead of resigning, I demanded a large sum of money as a harsh money for my assistant to the company.
Can you be a little more specific on the adjustments about the accounts?
I find some subjects that can release profits. For example, the amount of certain liabilities has an allowable range. If a low value is taken within this range, expenses can be offset. In addition, our company has done a lot of corporate acquisitions before, and there are many subjective figures. The acquisitions are recorded, and there is also a certain room for adjustment. Miss White, here's my plan.
Great. Just do as above.
But does this really not cause problems?
Don't worry. Just this time. Let's help the company through this difficult time. After that, we will find ways to reduce costs in the business and lower the expected profit for the next quarter. So there will be no second time. Everything will be fine.
All right. However, everything didn't get better. The next quarter, the expense remained high. Even though expectations have been lowered, the actual results fell short of expectations, and I was again forced to squeeze every possible account to adjust the profits. And the people who do bad things gradually become numb after the initial struggle. In the beginning, we just adjusted within the allowed range, which is not strictly a big mistake. But later, all the space that can be compressed is used up. As a result, Miss White embarked on a more daring act. Miss White?
Our general audit plan has been sent to your controller and CFO. Later, you can get detailed information from them.
Thank you very much. Hope we can still cooperate smoothly this time.
It must be.
That day, I accidentally bumped into our chief accountant and the head of the external audit team for dinner. And I'm pretty sure that there must be some kind of deal between them. Our accounts have been adjusted to the limit, and there's really no way to adjust them anymore.
Yeah, let me see. Beverly, give me the data on the fever released last year.
Here.
I think this part of the cost you see. The cost of this fever violates the matching principle, Beverly. Can you see what I mean?
So, we should count them as assets, right?
That's right. And you must be careful not to put it in construction in progress and intangible assets. It is best to create a new unprecedented account.
In this way, we have created a magical kind called prepaid capacity, which is a long-term assets kind. I was actually worried that creating a new kind could easily attract the attention of external auditors. But Miss White said that there would be no problem with such a small kind. And now it seems that she and the external auditors have colluded for a long time. But no one thought that the vice presidents of our company's internal audit department questioned it. Oh, I forgot to explain. The reason why I think Miss White and the external audit team leader colluded is because in the subsequent audit and verification, they really focused on spot checking our construction in process and intangible assets, just as she had warned me before.
Prepared capacity? What a strange count.
Yeah, and there is a lot of money going through this account, but we cannot find out the endpoints.
I will ask the person in charge.
Hello, this is Accountant Beverly.
Hello, I'm Vice President Betty from the Audit Department. In the course of our review, we have some questions about prepared capacity and wanted to ask you for help.
I'm not responsible for this account, and you may need to ask our chief accountant for materials.
But here we see that we are responsible for these entries.
Oh yes, but I don't understand this account. Mr. White asked me to do it.
Can you assist accounting boundaries for this entry?
Logically speaking, it's possible, but our staff in charge of this area has gone on a business trip, and it may take a week to come back. we will contact you as soon as he comes back. Is that okay?
All right. Thank you.
It is really suspicious, don't you think that?
Yeah. It's like that they're hiding something. But we can't jump to a conclusion like that. We have to show real evidence.
Since the audit department contacted me, our chief accountant suddenly became very busy, and I didn't have the opportunity to meet with her much. I just did some routine work every day until I was arrested today.
Betty, I warn you. You are just a defunct audit department in the company. Don't meddle in the affairs of our financial department.
What's the matter, our chief accountant? Has been so angry since morning. Judy, make a cup of coffee to calm her down.
Don't have to. I advise you to act on your own and don't let us get you into any trouble.
Tell me when.
She is such a bully. Gone so far.
They won't be around much longer. We will take what we find to board audit committee, and they will send us their engineers. I don't believe they will never make no mistakes.
On the day I was arrested by the police, I was relieved in an instant, and I no longer had to worry about it. Quite honestly, I actually feel good.
I watched you start your career, and to the end, I didn't believe you were a kind of person to do such a thing. Until later, I learned of your family situation. I seem to find the answer.
Anyway, thank you so much for taking care of my family over the past few years. And now I wonder what happened next.
It's gonna be a long story. Do you really want to hear it?
Here, notice that if we add up these 5 figures, they are usually equal to the number that came in.
Keep looking for where our 5 months came from in the first place.
Sure.
In the end, we found that although the amount was disguised and hidden in several accounts, ultimately, they came from the expense account. Clean the way, these complex entries eventually point in one direction, carrying the expense into assets.
Yes, that's exactly what we did.
And then, we got all the evidence and told board of directors this rumor. The company's stock price plummeted, and the SEC immediately investigated. Overnight, the company can crash down from its peak. And White was sentenced to 25 years in prison, along with permanent penalties imposed on our external audit firm.
I've decided I'm gonna write our story into a book. I want to write down the glorious days and to remind future accounting students that no matter how hard it is, it's never a reason to violate the law and morality.
I will back you up.